business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from. Thank you, Sean. See, you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Be right back. Most important thing in business is honesty.
Had it good on time. Look at that. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Tap Out Beast, also known as the oldest brother. I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to my comrades, my brothers in arms.
Twin number one, Christopher, second born, number one sexy out of the two twins. Baby boy, smallest twin two. We'll worry about that conversation later.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy, formerly known as Vic Nasty, aka El Fu Poppy. Tonight I'm gonna be the Sergeant at Arms of Fuckery, hanging out with my brothers here. We're about to do the thing. Yeah, happy to be here with y'all again. I was on self-imposed exile, but it is officially over. I am back, and we've got some exciting shit coming up real soon here. We got some surprises, like magicians with rabbits in their hats. But I'm happy to be here with these gentlemen, and we ready to do the thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Real quick. AI, well, first and foremost, my fucking calves hurt because of you, Christian. Pause, no diddy. Pero coño. we had a wonderful birthday party yesterday.
Yeah. Sorry. Big shout out to the family, my fault, for showing up, even for the people that don't do outside activities like Jay. He don't do the beach. He don't do anywhere where there's any sweating involved. But my man showed up, and it was great to see you out there. And Derek, big shout out to Derek. He'll never come outside. Bro.
Eric too.
I was about to say, and his brother, like with the last minute, apparently, like he didn't even know that it was going on and decided to just show up. So, yeah.
Cheers.
Oh,
yeah. Cheers. Beer of the day. What are we drinking today, Chris? What kind of keg did you get?
Oh man, you gonna ask me right when I'm not ready.
Okay.
All I know is from Magnanimous.
Magnanimous?
That guy. What you drinking on, Vic?
So I'm drinking Blue Point. Drinking Blue Point IPA. It's Imperial Sunshine. It's a 9.6. Publix had it on the buy one get one down here. So it kind of reminds me of the Voodoo Ranger and the Bear Hug Orange. Not as hoppy, not as fruity, but solid flavor profile. Not too bitter for an IPA. So it's a good time.
So I got mine. It's Magnanimous Brewing Company. Shout out to Magnanimous Brewing Company. That's a tongue twister. But it's the name of the beer is And Juicy for All. I got it before it was even sold to the public, so I couldn't even go in there and buy the beer. I had to buy the keg. But it's a hazy IPA with Citra, Lupamax Citra, and Pacific Sunrise hops, 7.5%. Fresh made. Batch just was made in June, so real hype about this beer. Nice color, light, crisp, but still a 7.5. So drink too many, you still be good.
Yeah, Blue Point's a brewery out of New York. I don't know if they're in the city proper or if they're in the state itself, but I know it's definitely a New York beer. But it's not.
Well, I'm drinking,
and I'm drinking out of my IPA
I'm drinking
glass.
Coke Cherry Zero.
Coke Cherry Zero.
Y'all are talking about your beers and shit. God damn it.
Hey, man, we got to support local businesses. This is a local brewer.
Or distant ones, too, in New York. Anybody that's got a good beer, I definitely drink.
That's fair. Well.
Nice curve.
Oh, and good thing seeing Jaden out there, too.
Oh,
my man looked good.
Bro, he looked good, bro.
I don't know what you got in your sperm. It's not you, but you make handsome sons, baby boy.
half of it's the woman most of the time. Always.
No. So anyway, we're gonna get into it real quick. Ironically, Vic, you once told me that we live in the Matrix. There's two subjects I want to get into real quick. First and foremost, the fact that I put a topic in, I guarantee you neither one of you guys saw it, but the fact that Christian is wearing the Puerto Rico colors, and I purposely wore the bracelet because one of the topics that we're talking about right now is about apparently the Coquis are in trouble in Puerto Rico because, not to get racist or racial or discriminating in any way, but
You state in fact.
social media is putting it out there, right? That the white people are moving out there, right? And they don't like the sound that the Coquis are making. So
What?
they're saying,
What? Wait.
yeah,
Stop.
they're saying it's annoying. And so they're trying to kill him off. And apparently, one of the questions that they asked was, "How do you stop them from making that noise?" Now, I don't know. I'm not a culture,
Yeah,
right?
you move.
Right.
You move. They was there before you. You can move.
Facts. 100% agree. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a cultured Puerto Rican, clearly, but one of the most iconic sounds from Puerto Rico is the coqui.
Absolutely.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I've never been to the island, but I know what the damn frog sounds like.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, no, I've been to the Dominican Republic, but I ain't never been to Puerto Rico. How does that fucking work? But anyway,
Well,
my question to y'all: how does that? I mean, clearly all four of us here are Puerto Ricans. So, your thoughts and opinions?
Speak for yourself.
Huh?
Well, I'll get into the reason why. I'll say that in a second, but go ahead.
I just need your opinions about what y'all think about that whole scenario. Like, I mean, it's a frustrating thing. Like,
I blame it on
what
you,
the
fam.
fuck?
When we first kicked this thing off, I told you and Panda I wanted to kidnap the Paul brothers. I wanted to tie them up. I wanted to duct tape them. I wanted to take them out. Y'all were like, nah, leave them cats alone. Now they basically bought up a third of the island, and now other Caucasian folk think it's okay to go
I
back to
need to
Puerto
see this
Rico.
fact. Hold on.
I don't want to. I got the receipts. I don't want to pontificate just yet. If y'all want to kind of touch on this, unless y'all just want to take the reins off me and let me rant for a second, which I could do it. I'll leave it up to y'all.
long as you can keep it under a minute of the rant, I know you ain't gonna do no second. Feel free.
All right, I'll do
Yeah,
this
we just
real
gotta
quick.
do a fire round
So I
rant.
don't know how many people are know about the carpetas. Do you guys know what the
Nah.
carpetas are?
Now it's 2 minutes.
All right, so brief history of
You
Puerto
look it up.
Rico,
We'll
right?
look it up while you tell us
So
about
Mhm.
it.
Domino Sugar Company was once a bunch of different Puerto Rican sugar plantations, and a guy who was installed on the island as the governor, American, he bought up all of these domino factories after they got into basically telling people, yo, you don't own this land anymore, but you can work it and we'll break you off a little guap. The FBI then went into Puerto Rico and basically would go to one town and be like, yo, go ahead and rat on this person. And then go to the next town and say, rat on this person. So people were ratting on each other to make money and try to get food because they couldn't live the life that they were living before. There's an actual museum in Puerto Rico where you can see the carpetas and you can see the actual files. On Threads the other night, there's this chick I follow and she was like, yo, I'm sick and tired of being a Puerto Rican who was born in the United States, being part Puerto Rican and being told I'm not Puerto Rican. So when I said, speak for yourself, is because sadly our people look at, if we didn't come from the island, we're not Puerto Rican or we're not Boricua, and there's this divide and it's like, yo, why do we feel like that against our people? Like, it's even bigger when you look at Africans that are like, yo, you're not African, you're African American, or you're black and you're not African. So I think it's fucked up that it's being gentrified just like everywhere else, but yet Puerto Ricans can't have the rights of real Americans. I'm gonna leave it at that. So fuck those who are trying to take out our frog. It's a beautiful sound. I go and imagine going to Puerto Rico and making love to the sound of this frog. Like that's on my bucket list. And I'm gonna groove to the sound. Like take
Did you
that,
see
take
what
that.
it said La Carpeta was?
Nah.
So basically, just to elaborate a bit, it was a big problem where they kept surveillance files of many Puerto Ricans in the 80s, from the 40s through the 80s. They had over
Yep.
100,000 files on Puerto Ricans on the island because of the political back and
Yep.
forth. So they like the hip hop police of Puerto Rico.
In essence, yeah.
But if they're trying to get rid of the frog, that's ridiculous. The culture it's known for that. It was even in the Marvel movie. You seen your man talk about it? No, the Daredevil
The show,
series.
yeah, the Daredevil show.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Daredevil.
not the movie. You think about it. It's
But
what the island is known for. Fuck them. They can move.
the fact that
They should be a protected species, and it should not be permitted. Puerto
Yeah,
Rico
actually,
should
it
make
should
that
be a
happen.
protected species. That I
we
100%.
have a
They're
crane.
endangered. They are endangered.
And they are gentrifying Puerto
It's an
Rico.
endangered species. It's
So
But they
damn
do,
you.
yeah.
Damn
they
you.
do us Puerto Ricans all kind of wrong in all kind of ways, and it's been like that since the beginning of Puerto Rico. From not giving us our own, you know what I mean? I forget what it's called, but they've been doing Puerto Rico wrong for the longest. So this is nothing new. From the hurricanes, from all the stuff that happened in history, like they've been doing Puerto Rico for a long time, wrong for a long time. So
From the fact it was used as a nuclear testing site. Vieques was literally a nuclear testing site, and as far as I know, there's still parts of Vieques that have trace like residuals of radiation. Um, to making us a commonwealth and using the island for resources, but not getting the right to
yeah, they've
vote.
been using Puerto Rico.
You could come freely back and forth.
They've been using Puerto Rico like only for rich stuff, not really for the people on the island. That's exactly what's still happening to this day. From back in the day, from all the
Yep.
industry, from cane and all the stuff they imported, they exported from the island. Like the people have always got underpaid, and all the exports are making top dollar, but none of that's coming back to the island. They've been shitting on Puerto Rico since they got Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? The United States, the whole way they got Puerto Rico, it was all it was all about like America trying to acquire more land, and it's not. It's never about the people on the island. It's about the people not on the island and what
It's what they
benefits
can make
that
out
they
of the
get.
money. Is
Yeah,
what their
it's where they
benefit
make
is.
all the money. That there's tax benefits moving to Puerto Rico for the rich right now. That's why it's getting gentrified because of the tax benefits. That's why Jake Paul is over there because of the tax benefits he's enjoying. It's not really for anything else. It's all for tax benefits.
Well, he's enjoying the tax benefits, the mofongo, the
Well, there's
toto, the bacalaito.
But
You
still, it's an exclusive island. You know what I mean? It's hard to get to. Not a lot of people's out there, so it's kind of like having your own little Caribbean island because he got the money and he can shelter the money.
$16 million mansion.
Telling you,
Yeah,
you get more. You can get more. That $16 million will buy you more in Puerto Rico than what it would in California, and that's why he's in Puerto Rico.
he could have just.
So now, shit keep going the way it's going. It ain't gonna be.
That part. Well,
Wait till the hurricane comes, then everybody moves.
Small
just like
sales
they did in
tip.
Tampa.
Buy property now before Jake Paul makes the prices go up in Puerto Rico. We
Or-
can gentrify our own shit too.
Wait for a hurricane and buy all the land that gets smashed
Buy
up.
Jake Paul's house when it gets blown the fuck over.
Yeah,
that
you
part.
already got the foundation, everything built.
And I was just starting to like his brother. God damn it. Anyway, moving forward, the second piece of topic that I was talking about with the Matrix and the way the universe works.
Why we keep talking about Matrix and the universe?
Oh, he doesn't know.
You didn't read the notes. Just
Okay.
go.
Okay.
So, give you a quick synopsis of.
No, I really don't want one.
You're gonna get it anyway.
You're
Anyway, a couple years ago, Vic was trying to convince me that we live in the Matrix, and I'm like, nah, it's just the world. It's the way the world works. The universe.
Wait a
works
second.
in
Wait a
this
second.
various
Wait a
ways.
second. That is not the base. Okay, can we move on from this topic then? I get the gist of it. I'm good.
You
What's
have
the gist?
to shut. Just let the man finish.
No. What's the gist?
That we live in the Matrix. Red
Okay.
pill, blue pill type shit.
Okay. That's the gist.
What more could there be?
So we live in a simulation, all kinds of shit. But the point is, the way that everything works, things happen for a reason. So AI getting out of control. Not even what 2, 3, 4 years ago, we would never ever think of anything like this. We get movies that we got to make, but AI, Christian, you created a whole podcast just typing in a few things, and it like as if it was live, right?
Yep.
Now we have Instagram, social media coming out with the whole 100 men versus a gorilla. They have a whole video of the shit, and it's hilarious. They give it like movie star voices. They give it all kinds of shit. But the fact that we no longer need actors, we no longer need anybody to do half the shit that AI is doing and creating. So whatever you can think of, whatever you could type in, it could do it. So if AI is getting that smart, where it's coming up with its own, you just type in a few things, it'll give it a script, it'll give it a personality, it'll give it characters, and it'll basically do your whole movie. You get what I'm saying?
I got you so far.
It's out of control, right? So I wish I even had it even queued up here. There was one where it's like, God damn it. You had like 3 different AIs, and once it actually, figures out that it's AI, it'll sit there and quick like immediately go to gibberish. Or what the fuck is it called? Gibberling. There we go. A language that we can't understand at all. But apparently us as humans, we created this link, we created this AI to talk in its own way. So to me, honestly, this is getting out of control, and it just reverts back to what, Terminator?
How did I know he was gonna segue into Terminator, bro?
Just saying.
Did you see the reel where they put the 3 phones together and the ChatGPT realized it was talking to another ChatGPT and it started talking that technical thing, and then you couldn't sleep, so you were like, Terminator's coming, Arnold Schwarzenegger's gonna make my booty hole big. Wait, how did?
Do it. Get down.
I have no idea what
bigger.
you're talking about.
I don't know, man.
No, AI has its own language, and they
No, I
describe
know
it
that
as
part.
that the English language isn't efficient. It isn't efficient. So they connect to each other and start talking in ones and zeros. It's a form of binary with some other shit, and it's creepy as fuck. I mean, if you beyond what Josh is saying, yes, I watched several. Like the new thing is vlogs, where basically AI is creating vlogs. I saw one of Bigfoot. I don't know if Josh sent it to me or if I sent it to him, but it was Bigfoot literally blogging in the woods. I saw one where it was Aaron and Moses from the Bible. And they're like, yeah, Pharaoh told us we could leave, but we couldn't. And they're like walking through the parted sea. And it's hard to differentiate. I was watching a video from a Liverpool player who moved on to another team. I thought it was real for the first 10 seconds until I realized, oh shit, wait, this is AI. But my manager, one of my boys, who were really cool, shout out to Tris McGeesties. He put me on to something the other day because he found Chat GPT last Wednesday, like, and he's been going down a spiral, automations, all kind of crazy shit. But he gave me what was called the God prompt, and this thing basically was like, you basically tell it, I want you to describe me based off of everything you know about me. Take it down, remove any emotion, and just give me hard truth. When I say this thing was 97% accurate about myself, my own fears, the reason why I do certain things that I do, I was ready to tear up because it was hard truth and it knew more about me than people who have known me for over 20 years. It literally was able to break down my profile and describe me as if I was a character in a video game. That freaked me the fuck out.
He had me do that the other day too. Yeah, it must have been some kind of update or
The God
something
prompt?
because that prompt came out of nowhere.
Here it is right here. Hold on a minute.
But how accurate was it in your opinion?
Oh, it was like 90% accurate.
Check this out. This is the video you're talking about, Vic.
Yeah.
I'm still sore from yesterday's brawl, but I've come up with a new strategy. I'm thinking if I offer a bunch of these beers as a peace offering, they'll leave me alone. That was a horrible fucking idea. And the beer just made them more aggressive. What the fuck is wrong with these things? I think that's the last of them. I don't know. Some of them didn't want to catch these hands.
I know we're not supposed to eat humans, but I've got to admit, they taste pretty good.
I can hear something outside of camp. Chat, I might be cooked here.
That is
Yo, where do you even
wild,
find
yo.
that kind of stuff?
It's all on Instagram now. I've literally watched about 15 in the last 24 hours. They're just popping up more and more.
What are y'all clicking on?
Bro, that's exactly what it is. The algorithm was like, this motherfucker clicked on this. I'm gonna show him 15 more.
Bro,
fucking.
they got one where it says "Welcome to the Future," Tupac and Biggie.
That's because what are y'all clicking on,
bro?
Bro,
and I've never even seen this, so this is gonna be like a.
To bring y'all back, welcome to 2025. Your Spotify charts are about to go crazy.
What the hell is a Spotify?
Man, I need to get me into a studio ASAP. You won't believe what goes in this afterlife. I have almost 30 years worth of bars stored in my dome. Hey, somebody call Puff.
Puff in jail, man.
bro, I don't even know how you find this shit.
They give it to you once your phone knows what you're interested in. Once it knows what you're interested in, the content you receiving is tailored to.
You ever notice that whenever you talk about something, it pops up on your screen?
Like, because the phone is listening. It's like your ex,
bro.
It's always listening.
But yeah, man.
And real quick, I'm rocking my Long Live New York, but shout out to LA. Shout out to the people that are out there like dealing with the fuckery right now. I don't want us to get into some like government shit or none of that, but just pray for LA as you see up on my background this week. You know, I got a little photo of somebody and I asked ChatGPT to kind of stylize it and make it a little something and put the writing up there. Within 2 minutes, it spit it right back out for me.
So how this nigga
there's
got
a lot
a
of fuckery
background and
going
we
on out
can't
there.
get a background?
You can.
You get a background? Yeah.
You could sure.
I got you. Once we finish this, we'll talk about it this week. But it's literally just picking a photo you want, and it's a setting and restream.
Completely. I mean, I can do the same thing. I just choose to have this stupid shit in the background.
That's because you got fly shit. I got old woman mirrors and shit in my background. People see this fuckery.
Hey, but shout out to LA. Sorry, I got derailed of the background. Beautiful.
What's going on with the LA? I don't even know about that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my god! So,
all right, two don't know.
See, this is why your fucking phone knows you're retarded, and it sends you fucking fake reels on monkeys and Tupac being dead, while most other people,
stormtroopers doing vlogs.
Hilarious though,
bro. Over the weekend, LA had a huge protest about what's going on with ICE. It's sort of like a Black Lives Matter. Yeah, they're arresting and deporting a lot of Spanish people, and LA has a lot of predominant Spanish people. So they LA don't play that shit. Same thing what happened with Rodney King. They didn't like what was going on, and they started protesting and riots, and they throwing rocks at the police, and the National Guard was.
Wait a second. They're protesting already in LA like that.
It happened on June. Yeah. It's been happening this entire weekend. I know we've been busy with my family's birthdays, but if you
wait a second, wasn't there a bunch of protests under President Trump's presidency 4+ years ago? Isn't this kind of like the wave that happens whenever this man becomes president? Protests and all kind of wild stuff happening over his like
it's his policy,
his
the
policies
decisions that he
politics.
makes. So they deployed National Guards. This does happen. The talk today and recently is that they're about to deploy the fucking Navy. Hundreds of Navy fucking people are about to show up over there if it don't calm down.
Wait. So hold on. You know, they don't play about
law.
protests no more because ever since this happened, post-COVID era, the laws got stricter on protesting. Like they trying to really arrest people just for being outside. Like it's
They
not
just
even
arresting
damaging
people for being
property.
colored. What are you talking about?
Wow.
No, I'm talking about being involved in the active protest. You don't even have to be damaging property. They've literally increased the laws and the restrictions on protesting on purpose to discourage protesting in general, just so the public don't speak out in defiance of whatever the law is at the time.
That shit ain't working in
Yep.
LA. They
And
protesting out there.
with Captain Tangerine Terrorist, it's got to get worse.
Well,
That's Pumpkin Spice Palpatine.
yeah.
But the crazy shit is that technically the Constitution does not allow for you to use any of the armed forces on American soil.
Wait,
It's called posse comitatus.
run that
Hakuna
back.
Matata.
All right. So the military is the Army, the Navy, the Air Force,
And
the
space.
Coast Guard. The Coast Guard and the National Guard are the only ones that are really allowed to do anything in the United States. Coast Guard, obviously, because it's the ocean. But the National Guard is solely there for anything that has to happen in the United States. It's in the Constitution. You are not allowed to deploy the Marines, the Air Force, the Army,
It's
or
the
the Navy
Marines.
in
I
America.
said the Navy. You right, my bad.
Either way, that shit
Yeah.
is illegal as fuck. It's a violation of the Constitution. It's called posse comitatus. That's the actual term. And it's been there since the Civil War. You're not supposed to deploy American soldiers on American soil. And if they do this, it's just another one of those. It's a segue to watch the Constitution be rolled back. My fear is he's got the support by certain people to try to run a third term. He wants to change I can't remember what the amendment is. I've had a couple of beers, but he wants to go for a third term. And he's like, yo, we can figure this out. There's got to be a way to do this. So somebody's in his ear telling him there's a way to do this. And if you start with this about deploying American soldiers, what else in the Constitution is going to be pulled back? We've already lost Roe versus Wade. You deploy soldiers, it could be real simple for him to get another term. I don't think he's going to make it. I think health wise,
Yeah, I don't know how.
yeah, you might have made 800 million, but
Wait, what'd you just say?
his net worth is at $1 billion. He was at 400. He's at $1.2 billion
Since when?
since he released the Bitcoin. Since he released the Bitcoin
But
and got back in office in January.
okay.
It's the 22nd Amendment.
22nd Amendment is the term limits on voting on running.
Yeah.
No. Oh, are you gonna pull up a video about brief scene on the riots going on? It's a lot going on in LA right now. It's been going on since June 7th. Crazy.
I saw one with a reporter. An Australian reporter got hit with a rubber bullet today.
That's by the feds then.
Well, yeah. In LA, they're not shooting with rubber bullets on the streets.
Oh, you're talking about civilians?
Yeah, the cops is using the rubber bullets, but the civilians ain't outside shooting with rubber bullets.
Let's see. What do we have? Oh. Let's pick one and
Don't matter. It's all the same shit. It's protests, police.
Yeah, that's all the same shit.
Destroying shit.
Hold on.
What y'all expecting for Father's Day while we wait? Underwears, socks, or a hat? I know I'm getting you.
Damn.
Yeah. That's nothing. That's light work.
Sorry, you were off.
Oh,
Say that
that's
again.
wild. That is so wild. They just attacking the cops like without just throwing random crazy stuff at them. That's wild.
Josh went to go get a refill of his beer.
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, granted, we
Oh, you
seen...
disappeared. Oh, my bad. My bad. There you go. It's my view, not you.
Yeah, I don't think that counts as hold on. Oh no. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. And of course,
So
I gotta
what
use this.
prompted it to start like around that date? Like that's kind of crazy how it just started without prompt, or
I think it's just like a pressure cooker. It just gets more and more. And
like
you know, they took to the streets to do like a real serious protest, like a real organized protest. And like you said, you know, the laws have been changing to kind of limit people's ability to have free speech. And then
it had to
it's
be
just like,
some,
hell no, we
it
won't
had to
go at
be
some
like
point.
something happened with the cops where they got too aggressive and like it sparked up way too much anger in the public. Like it can't just. I know it was bubbling over with the ISIS and the what they was doing. I
Ice, ice.
sorry, I
Now you good. We don't want to get hit with the false news tag.
A good thing we're
Yeah,
not the news.
right.
that part. That part.
Yeah, we keep it more real than the news does these days.
Oh, it started because there was a bunch of targeted raids in the area, like in the fashion district, a Home Depot, a clothing wholesaler. So they targeted a bunch of places, and they had over 100 people, including day laborers, and union leaders. Fucking, they all fucking started protesting.
Oh, the government being the government, it was organized and they was making hits, and the public figured it out.
Pretty
And
much. But I mean,
isn't that what they did to the Black Panthers?
Pretty much. Yo, 700 Marines. Holy shit.
700 Marines on
700
Americans.
Marines being sent to LA for riot assistance in response to protests.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seven. That's Marines. They don't got other stuff they could be doing.
they got a lot of stuff that they could be doing, but
Yo, this is
But
crazy.
detain Latinos, that's all they're out here doing.
yeah, it's wild, man. I mean,
It's crazy how the vibe changes in the country. Remember one time it was the sand people, like you couldn't be Arab or from around those countries because you got targeted, and then way back in the day it was Chinos. Chinos was getting targeted, and then it went now to Spanish people after
well,
9/11. After
because
9/11, it felt like Spanish people.
Oh, the Chinese people because of COVID.
yes,
Oh yeah, Chinese people over
Oh,
COVID.
I was like, why? COVID. It's their fault.
Didn't they call it a China virus?
Nope,
They
not going
did.
there.
They called it the China virus.
They did call it the China
They
virus.
they just moved the attention.
This is not the personal opinions of us or anyone on this show. We're describing events in history.
where's
We
that
are
disclaimer
not.
when we need it?
We are not promoting hate. That is not what we're saying. He is
No,
describing what happened.
I'm just describing how the country moves the energy to distract the public in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that part.
It really is
Correct.
distracting the public. Like what is really going on in the country?
Fuckery.
I think Vic is a little bit right. Think about it. Why would they do a bunch of raids in a city where they will get very pissed off,
Very violent, quick too.
very violent quickly, and then end up having a protest happen, which they probably expected, and now they call the National Guard, and maybe Vic is on something. Maybe he's seen how far he could push the envelope, because I swear it would
Yeah.
make sense. He's testing his fucking.
Well, he tests everything.
That's what I'm saying.
He pushes
He
everything. to the
arrested
max.
judges. He's sending fucking Marines.
He
Man.
tried to get his own vice president bodied.
The current one?
No,
The previous one.
the previous.
No, the last
Oh,
one.
okay. I was gonna
Oh, I
say,
was like-
damn, when that happened.
No, remember during the
Yeah,
January
the
6th.
insurrection,
yeah.
the protest that is permitted.
Yeah.
That's
So-
when Donald Trump thought he was Jesus.
Yeah, he told him, he said, yo, do not certify those results. And my man was like, look, the laws are the laws. I got to do what I got to
He's-
do. and then it was like,
Yo, he gave the order
so
and went right back to his chill spot and just watched TV as everybody made all the mess. You know what I mean? That was the wildest thing. I'm gonna be right there. I'm right behind you.
Damn, he is Palpatine.
somebody bring me some McDonald's. Somebody bring me
Hey,
a Big Mac
rewind.
and a Diet Coke.
He really is Palpatine. Holy shit.
The wild shit is yo, the nigga, all he eats and drinks is Big Macs, McDonald's breakfast foods, and Diet Cokes. He don't drink water.
No.
Okay, well then he's not living that
Doesn't drink
longer,
water.
that much
Yeah.
longer anyway.
I don't know.
All right, enough for the civil unrest. We pray for LA. I want to take us somewhere. So, show of hands, and if you don't agree, it's cool. But I think every John Wick movie that has come out has been better than the last one. Would you agree?
Yes. It's progressive. Like, it's the first of many movies
They're all
that
amazing.
the
Like,
trilogy's just gotten better and better.
I'm biased. I only
Are you like that too? I like
don't
the
know.
original.
I don't know. Like I only like the first two, and then after that, it gets like it's the same thing.
It's the
over
same
and over.
storyline.
Yeah, the same storyline.
They got
And
cool guns.
oh, 100%.
My only favorite one, I'm not gonna lie, is probably the one with the dog where he had the blue pit.
Second
The
one.
That's the
second
second
one.
one.
That one was a
That's the
a
second one.
little bit more important to me, just because I got a blue pit the same way. You know what I mean? It's a little more personal to me. So the second one, you know what I mean? Why he came back. Oh man. So second one and the first one were my two. Just like the Equalizer. Like the Equalizer after like the first and the second one, those were the top two. After that it gets a little like repetitive. I don't know. You kind of beat
I didn't
the
like
story.
part 3 of the Equalizer though.
I didn't. I like
I
after
didn't
the second John Wick. I was like, all right, now you beating up the storyline. And what with the one where he was fighting Common in the
That's part two.
Really,
that's part two.
really.
That's the one you
just
like.
couldn't-
Damn.
you couldn't see Common being an assassin.
Nah. Nah. Are you sure that's part two
Well,
with Common?
yeah. I'm there for all the John Wicks. So our second podcast, we did one solely on Keanu, and I said I want Keanu to never do another movie series. Just give me John Wick's 26, and he kills somebody with a sticker. Like I'm there for all of that. But what it was I saw Ballerina this weekend, and I think Ballerina is better than every John Wick movie. Not taking anything away from them, but I just noticed that the movies just tend to get better. But I had a thought experiment for you gentlemen tonight. So I was watching a video on my way home, and it posed the question of if you put John Wick, James Bond, Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible, and Jason Bourne in a room, who wins that fight? Who comes out alive? There's only one can
Do
survive.
you
There
guys
can only
even
be
know
one.
who Jason Bourne is?
I do.
Okay.
You talking about the movie, right?
Yes.
That's an old movie.
Characters.
We
Yeah.
all pretty old, G. If none of us know who Jason Bourne is, then you know what I mean.
The original, not the show.
Shame on
one.
us.
What do you mean? There's a show?
There was a
Correct.
show?
Yeah, the show's called
Oh, I didn't
Treadstone.
know about
Damn,
no
I
show.
didn't even watch that one.
They get together.
Watch the
Yeah,
one.
it's another dude that was in the Treadstone program.
I gotta watch it.
Because remember, we had Hawkeye play a dude that was part of the Bourne. He was one of the Treadstone
But he
soldiers.
doesn't count.
I vote for Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah,
Whack.
Jason Statham's.
I don't know that.
I got
Statham
Jason
plays-
Bourne.
So I feel you on Bourne, and the reason why is he was given chemicals to be altered to make him more than the
Oh, I
average
didn't
human.
know that. That makes
Whereas
it even
John-
fire.
Yeah, he was during this Treadstone program. They souped him up with drugs and
Word?
hormones to make him better and genetically enhance him to make him faster, to make him stronger, to make him smarter. That was part of the Treadstone program.
Oh.
So
He's the first
with that
Captain
being
America.
said, he's genetically altered.
What part of the Matrix is that in?
Who's the first Captain America?
Motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
Neo.
Damn, I'm glad you didn't put Neo in this one.
Yeah, well, I mean that's different. That cat alters time. That cat can fly. but I think ultimately for me it would have to be John Wick, and the reason why is
'Cause
if
you
you
really
look at
like
it,
his
these
movies.
cats fight a bunch of people. No, it's that John Wick is fighting highly trained assassins. These cats get notifications on their phones that say $5 million, go get them. Like, every one of the people that these cats fight are like trained killers.
And he goes through them all.
I've seen Tom Cruise beat the shit out of just some random police guards, like a dude with a wife that goes home.
But what
This is
about
his day
Jason
job,
Bourne?
and he
Jason
can get
Bourne
his ass
wasn't doing the
kicked by
same
Tom
thing in his
Cruise.
movies, and one of these trained people too.
He was, but John Wick got way more bodies.
It's got
Well-
way more trilogies. It's newer. You know what I mean?
I think the Bourne movies got at least 3.
How many John Wick got?
He's on a whole nother one. They didn't even give it
4.
a number no more. They named it something else.
No.
Well, it's a spinoff. It's Anna de Armas looking fire as fuck.
I gotta see it.
I was about to say, yeah, I got to see it. Since
I feel like you dream about
putting-
John Wick
we're
in
putting
his
that
sleep,
on a
though.
high pedestal at this point.
I do dream about John Wick. That nigga's the boogeyman. All of us dream about
I
the
don't
boogeyman.
think in that way, bro.
Yeah, neither do I.
You're putting Ballerina on a
Let's see some
high
shit.
pedestal.
I vote for Diddy.
What's going on with Diddy? Give us that update.
Yeah.
What's happening
As a
with
matter of
Diddy?
fact, while you guys look this up, I got a video for you guys to watch because I want your opinion about this.
No Diddy.
No, it's not Diddy. Hold on a minute. 'Cause I saw this shit today and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So it says, mom returns her kid's PlayStation 5 because son refuses to give up birthday money. Here's why.
The stuff I do for you as a mother. Literally, I take care of you, I feed you, I cook, I do all that stuff. And all I did, I asked you for your birthday money so that I can pay the light bill. You don't want to give me the birthday money. So I am taking the PS5 back so I can get the money so the bill can be paid.
Well, how you gonna ask for my birthday money that I got on my birthday to pay the light bill? And why you trying to take my PS5 away?
Well, you can't play the PS5 anyway if there ain't gonna be no damn lights in our house.
You shouldn't have been going out so much.
Facts.
You would have had the money. What happened to the income taxes?
Trying to, first of all, I'm an adult. Stay out my business. When I come to you as a mother and I'm telling you there's an issue where I need help, you help.
Going out so much. I'm tired of you going out. You need to spend time with us, and you need to spend money on your bills.
Leilani, I'm not even talking to you. So you stay in a child's place. I'm
Mom,
talking
you said stay in the child's place, but you asking my brother to pay your bills. And just like Lay said, you need to start spending money on us and stop going spending money on yourself and your little boyfriend.
Boy, y'all finna whoop y'all ass. All the stuff.
Yo, what was the point of you playing that?
Your opinion.
My opinion. The
Uh,
kids put her in her place. Ain't no opinion got to be said. Her kids had more sense than her.
So she's asking her kid for right. And the one thing that just like, bro, her nails were done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then her kids are sitting there calling her out about going out, spending money on her little boyfriend. Like, bro,
God
You know-
bless those kids. They're smart. Genius to me.
and the fact that you're gonna sit there and pawn like return your kid's PS5 that, you know, like, bro, there's all types of fuckery and all types of wrong in this video. And I just
It's on so many levels. Like, you don't even know where to start.
I mean, she filed because she's taking it back. I get that. But what about if she never bought it and the light still went off?
Bro, she basically pawning the PS5 for the money. That's what she's doing.
She bought the kids the PS5 when she had it. She was nice enough to do that. Let's just play devil's advocate.
who's
the
to
same
say that
shit.
she even bought that shit? Maybe someone else bought it.
It don't matter. We playing devil's advocate, right?
Devil's advocate, they got nice shit. She's spending money on these little kids. And she's in a pinch right now. She's not gonna have light. From me playing devil's advocate, not saying I would do that.
None of us would do this.
But
None.
is it messed up that she's trying to find a way to get the money to keep the lights on for the whole family? I mean, she's in a pinch. Frankly, I wish a man was there because he'd be like, shut up, bitch. You're not taking that thing back. I'll pay the light bill for you. You know what I mean? But outside of that, she doesn't sound like she has that. So she's arguing with some midgets to get the money for the light bill.
And it
Some
looks
other
like it's a
ladies
nice
would have
car.
sold that poom poom to get the light bill paid.
Right on Nebraska.
What
You
was
can
it
do it
that?
on
What was that saying that we were taught when we were younger?
ass, grass, or gas.
It was ass, gas, or grass.
Ass, grass, or cash?
No, ass, gas, or grass.
Well,
It's the same
cash,
shit.
same thing.
Ass
The
and
last one,
Yeah.
they're paying
gas
for the
is
gas.
gas is slang for cash.
No, something about a wet boom boom and dry pockets don't match or some shit like that.
That's some Dominican shit.
Yeah, I don't
I've
know
never
what you're
heard of
talking
that.
about. Or some Jamaican, but none of us are Jamaican.
Yeah, I never heard that one.
Boom Boom's Jamaican, so
Well, I didn't want to say the fucking the word.
you can say
You know what I'm
Toto.
saying?
Are you implying that a Toto should have her bills paid? Because you can.
I mean, in that particular scenario,
No, see, that's not fair. Just because she got Toto don't mean she didn't get dick either. She still got something out of it.
she ain't get money.
She got dick though. Are you serious?
I seen some women do some shit for some dicks that they shouldn't be doing shit for. Feeding the kid Cheerios with 1% milk, and the dude getting pork chops and eggs in bed,
Well,
in bed while they doing dishes.
well, they're not good at picking the good dicks.
Well, depends on what you mean by good dick. Does good dick bring the benefits, and does dick bring the
It's
benefits?
up to the bitch, not me.
My man might be digging that thing out. You ain't wrong.
It might be. You might be digging it out. It might not. He might not be digging it out, but it ain't got the light paid.
And the sad thing is she could be fucking with a dude, because I seen this. Could be fucking with a good dude that could pay it, but she got so much pride in her
That's
that she
stupid. If
doesn't
she's
want to
asking the
ask because
kid,
she wants to keep up the illusion.
she's gonna ask the kid.
I agree.
That's stupid. I wouldn't even.
Mm-mm.
This was just a foul
But
thing
them
altogether.
nails was did, and that was a nice
Right.
car. That was a nice car. She had one of them little controllers with the knob. Like, you got a whip with that knob, that means you got some guap. They don't put that in Corollas and
All right,
Camrys.
so it sounds like she's not.
They don't put that shit in Kia Fortes.
They put them in luxury vehicles. Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Uh,
All right, so what we got on Diddy? Oh my God, AI's getting out of control with the whole Diddy thing too. I think you sent me a video today.
Yeah, I seen one today where they had Diddy being like Thanos, and
That's the one he sent me today.
yeah,
yeah, I seen that shit too.
when I seen Diddy turn into Thanos, I was like, yo, the internet, I'm telling you, they completely undefeated.
So what? He goes like this and it like crushes a butthole or something.
No,
Man,
I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick.
they have 50 as Iron Man. It had a G in the Iron Man suit. It was hilarious, bro.
That's funny.
I'm
They got
telling
50
you.
in the Iron Man suit with a G in the middle.
Yeah, man. So anyway, the
Gotta
trial
see
is on week 5 of the Diddy case, and they're focusing on they're focusing on allegedly being abused, threatened, and coerced women. They have Cassie Ventura and a woman testifying under the pseudonym of Jane.
I seen that.
And what they're trying to say is that they were basically influenced to have drug-fueled, non-consensual sex encounters, the freak offs.
Isn't that what this whole thing is about? They're trying to justify the freak off?
Yes.
Or like,
well, what they're trying to say is that it's basically non-consensual sex. When it's non-consensual and they're going over border lines, this is why he's in the sex trafficking charge. So basically, what they're focused on is the Jane person and Cassie. They describe years of abuse, including being choked, beaten, forced into sex acts with escorts under Combs' direction. She testified that Combs used his wealth and influence to control her, even continuing to pay her rent and legal bills after the relationship. The emotional testimony talked about death threats, coerced drug use, and her feeling like an animal during these encounters. And basically, they're using Jane and other women's accounts to argue that Combs orchestrated a long-running sex trafficking and racketeering operation. Does anybody think he's gonna get off? I don't know if he's gonna get off, but I don't think Trump gonna let him out now.
Oh,
Nope. You seen that
yeah.
video too, huh?
Why? What happened?
50
Because my
being
man,
fucking petty as shit. Holy.
Yeah, so I man, Iron Man, G Unit Iron Man, aka 50 Cent, is the king of pettiness. The king, undefeated. Nobody will ever in history defeat this
nope.
man. Trump was like, yeah, I might look at it. 30 minutes later, this nigga release a video of Diddy talk about, yeah, people like Trump don't need to be running the country. People like him need to just leave. So any chance? Because if there's anybody petty enough, the shit that's going on between him and Elon shows you how petty
Yep.
that cat is. He now heard that Diddy got no respect for him and think he should go. Yeah, it's a wrap. There ain't no pardons. There ain't no apologies. Like
Stop playing. 50 did that
it's
for
done.
real?
Oh
Yeah,
my
because
hold on. Let me pull this shit
Yeah,
up.
let me see if I can find that
bro,
shit.
he was and
Yo, 50's trying to bury. Why is 50 trying to bury this man like this?
This-
Because he wanted to take him shopping.
yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, he
Here we go.
posted his whole.
Here we go.
Diddy wanted his own black political party. This is when Trump was running the first time.
Correct.
Hold on. I gotta.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
No.
Come on, son.
Yo, here we go.
White men like Trump need to be banished. White men like Trump need to be banished. If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. That's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. You know, this man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. America messed up. If Trump gets elected,
50 put that shit out 30 minutes after Trump said what he said.
And I bet Bobo Trump
And
didn't
he had
even
that shit
know.
ready to
He
go.
didn't even know Diddy felt like that
Yeah.
until 50 posted it.
Yep.
And 50 tagged him.
50 had that shit in his drafts. He's had that shit in his
He
drafts
he had it
since
waiting in
before
his
the
pocket.
election.
He was
Yep.
like, soon as it came out, I've been waiting.
You act like Trump be knowing everything.
Hashtag Trump.
He thought Nicki Jam was a girl.
Bro, this.
That's what
right
I'm saying.
here-
He's not.
This right here says
That's
everything.
even crazier.
That's what you get for trying to take me shopping.
He looking at him as like,
I got you.
I got something for you.
Just
Try to
wait.
hit me with that baby oil. I got something for you.
Take that.
Bro, I did.
Yo, he cooked him.
So, yeah,
There's
50
no way he's gonna pardon him now. There's no way he's gonna pardon
Nah.
him now.
It's the caption. I
Between-
didn't say I would nuke anything. I simply said I would make sure Trump's aware.
There's no way he's getting pardoned by Trump now. Just between the political party alone and their opinion on that comment alone would not allow him to make that move.
Yo, I got a topic idea for next week. I want each of you to think of the 3 most pettiest things 50's done to somebody.
Oh, I don't know
I'll
that
give you a
much
prequel
about,
right now.
I
He's
don't know
shutting down
that much about
BMF.
50 to do that. I
Bro.
couldn't do that. I have to look
He's
at.
shutting down BMF because Little Meech ended up going. A Big Meech ended up going to Rick Ross and getting some money from him because Little Meech had spent all his money. And he was like, yeah, little ninja, you think there's another season? There ain't no other season. 50 shutting down a whole show that's making money just to spite somebody. That man is the king of petty. Petty Pan. That's what I'm going to call that nigga from now on.
He's been doing
Petty
this
Pan.
since before Ja. He was attacking people before. Like, he even had pun get at him on a song.
Yeah.
So he's been getting that cast for a long time. He just that's his MO.
Been MO, yeah.
Yeah,
Been
it's his
his
MO.
MO.
He get at people for like, you know what I mean? They
Jay
big
got
up
at
his
him
name.
too. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents?
But that was all he ever said.
Yeah, 'cause
He
50
gave him like 2 bars.
pun game like the end of a song.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, an envelope showed up at the studio 3 hours later with compromising photos of Jay, and Jay got them lips that Diddy
Yeah.
like. Some compromising photos showed up, and Jay was like, "All right, yeah, it's cool. You gotta sell these Reeboks."
This guy with Jay-Z's lips.
I'll say this.
Jay do. I mean,
50's undefeated. Diddy ain't getting out. Trump ain't running for a third.
So, yeah. So,
term.
do we all say if he's getting out or not?
Nah, he ain't getting out.
Not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. I thought he had a shot at a pardon.
So he had a shot, and then 50 burned it.
He burned it himself.
50
brought up some shit that anybody would have got to. It's just funny as shit.
Yeah, it's just the timing was perfect because it came out eventually. Like it came out eventually. Might have been a day later instead of 30 minutes later. Like it came out.
Right.
I think R. Kelly has a chance of getting out before Diddy now.
I know Bill Cosby does.
Epstein got a chance at coming back from the grave and getting out before Diddy.
I think so. Now, based on the charge, y'all
strokes.
think based on all the court conversations and how the people been testifying, he's got a chance to staying out? Because the other side is that they keep saying she did it willingly. There is a component.
So that's that's the other part. Like, how do we not know it's going to be consensual? You know what I mean? Like, it's part of normal stuff.
I think if they can establish the fact that the accusations of drugs being slipped into drinks will nullify all of that, because that was one of the things I want to say Young MIA said, was that they were literally like, "Oh, have this shot," and all of a sudden they had no recollection because there's been accusations of him spiking drinks. So if they can establish that, which I mean at this point, can you, because the chemical only stays in your system so long, that if they can establish the fact that he was drugging people, that nullifies the fact that it was consensual, because you're not in your right
That's
mind.
what I'm saying. They're not going to be able to prove that just because they're going to be like, "Oh, he spiked my drink," or did you just have a shot of tequila and you don't remember? That or how many?
Well, there's claims, and I know somebody personally that knows somebody that was on a boat with him and said, yeah, there was definitely, drugs being administered in drinks that people didn't know about. But again, it's statute of limitations on how do you establish it. Unless they can get somebody reputable who can have their character not be tested, that testifies and says, then it's a crapshoot with the jury. But there's rumors that they're about to sell. The judge basically told them, we're about to stop Mr. Combs from being able to come to court because he was given explicit instructions to not look at the jury.
He making faces. They was about to kick him out.
Mm-hmm. Looking at cats like this.
Yeah, you making faces.
You didn't get my cheesecake.
You didn't get my cheesecake.
You ain't get my cheesecake. We all saw what the cheesecake face looked like. Giving them
he might
faces.
get kicked out.
You gonna make
probably
this
by
album,
the
or
end
you
of
gonna
the
make this
trial,
album?
he gonna get kicked out of the thing.
And if that happens, it's not a good
None
look.
of it's already a good look.
Yeah, none of this
At
is
all.
a good look.
Between the Punisher, the baby oil, the fucking drugs, this is not working out good for the Didster.
The diddler.
I'm not a huge Lad fan, but I watch the shit because I'm toxic. It is what it is. And when he was interviewing Punisher, he was like, "I don't feel comfortable calling you the Punisher, but I know that is your chosen name." And dude was like, "It's all right. Call me whatever you want." Like, dude, my question is, let's speculate. Who do y'all think is Jane? Because part of me wanted to say it was Young MIA, but she wasn't with him that long.
What was that?
Yo, who's Jane? The
Young
the
MIA
new,
is Jane.
The new.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I'm not. I don't
Who
know.
the hell's Young MIA?
Really?
Oh, come on.
It's my brother's girl's cousin. Actually, I thought she was gonna be at the baby shower. I was gonna try to make moves, but it didn't happen. But she was the chick that was dating Diddy up until right before everything kind of jumped off.
Yeah, he got him a little young thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we OGs do.
He on that Leo shit.
For real.
Well, look.
I was watching something where they were like, Leo has a thing for young girls because he was taken advantage of as a young boy by people.
Who?
That kind of psychologically fucked him up. Leonardo DiCaprio. Because there's rumors that Leo was taken advantage of. So he took advantage of Justin.
Wait.
Bieber or
Leonardo
Timberlake?
DiCaprio took advantage of Justin Bieber.
No, Leonardo DiCaprio was taken advantage of like
Oh,
Justin Bieber
okay,
by Diddy.
okay. Whew.
I don't know how both of you got it the wrong way. I heard it. That's not you, Vic.
I
It's not you,
appreciate you.
Vic. It's this side of the screen. They're both deaf.
Yeah, our side
We
is in the
good over
pocket.
here.
This side,
I
we don't
heard
know
you
what y'all
clearly.
doing. Yeah.
What the fuck y'all think about?
Salute.
Obviously, Diddy
I'm trying to
diddied
keep
his
up.
butthole of the DiCaprio.
I'm trying to keep up.
I don't know.
With
Jeez,
that being
Louise.
said, we'll get more on that because I got to look up who that young MIA is. I thought you were saying young MA, and I was like, is he mispronouncing or misspelling or something? I don't know.
No, she goes by Young MIA.
I gotta look that shit up.
Yeah, because what comes up is young mine. He likes dudes, but not a dyke.
This motherfucker. With that being said, it's been literally 1 hour and 1 minute. I love you guys. Till next week or next 2 weeks, doesn't matter what it
Yeah,
is.
we ain't been here next week. I'll be on a boat in Mexico.
That's right. And it's Father's
Conmigo.
Happy Father's Day, my brothers. Hope
Happy
you get
Day.
all
Hey,
the
happy
underwears
Father's
and
Day,
socks
sis.
you can get.
With that being said, I'm Tap Out Beast. These are my comrades, my brothers. I love y'all.